everybody. Today we are doing another flower, and I was asked to do one with some colors that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Now this will be a split base. I'll be using black for this part and then titanium buff light mixed with some white on this section. So let's go ahead and get started. That was lamp black. All right, let's give this a little spin just to thin it out. Let's do a little depth check here and just see where we're at. Okay, and that's actually about where we want to be. That's the depth right there. Just give this a quick torch. A lot of bubbles in here. All right, I'm gonna start with a little dot of white. Now I'm coming in with this custom sort of a burnt orange color. Pearl red on top of this. Before I finish pouring the puddle, let me just do a quick little depth check around the edge just to make sure I have enough paint out here. Yeah, and I do need more paint. This is way too thin along the edge. I think I'm gonna pour this about right here. And the reason I want to pour this before I finish the puddle is just because I want to give it enough time for as many bubbles as I can to come up so I can torch them. So I can avoid having a ton of those little dots in my petals. Let's finish laying the colors. So we got Vandyke brown. Now we've got light gold. Now I'm gonna put, this is some cadmium red mixed with a little bit of burnt umber and Vandyke brown. I'm gonna put this around the ring. I'm gonna put a little bit of that burnt orange on top of there. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of this in here. That'll probably get swallowed up, but let's just see what happens. Let's go ahead and do the first blowout. I think I do need a couple little drops of that white in there too. This I know is going to have a hard time blooming out. Let's just finish blowing these out and then I'll see what I need to do. Final blowout. All right, let me do a really light torch in the center, see if I can't get some cool cells. Let's go ahead and give this a spin. I'll probably need to make some adjustments over here. Actually, before I do anything, let me just pour a little bit more. These two will struggle. Yeah, there's plenty of base coat under the black. It's really just the white. All right, let's just go ahead and see what happens here. I'm gonna actually go just a little bit more, not too much. That's all we're gonna do. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is blow this just to try to plump it out a little bit. I knew this petal was going to struggle. Actually, I knew both of these would. I think this one actually looks fine though. What I should have done before I spun it is hit this one with a hairdryer just a little bit more to make it a little wider, but I didn't do that. So let me see if I can't plump it out with my little blow thing real quick. I was quite nervous about using these colors, but I think that they work. You know what I forgot to do? I completely forgot to draw in my little lines to separate the petals, but you know what? It works. It works. I have to torch. Now, for whatever reason, this cream color really had a lot of bubbles in it. Ooh, lots in there. Okay, not too much in that one. That one is actually okay. That's actually still fine. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. The black is perfect. I mean, I mixed these at the same time, but that white just had a lot more bubbles. I think the colors turned out better than I expected, although I do wish I maybe had a little bit more of that orange in there. I just did not have quite enough of this light colored base coat on. The black was fine. I think we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down and I will take you all in for some close-ups. We'll be back. So here are the dried results, and this actually did turn out to be a pretty cute little flower. I was really worried about the color choices, but it seemed to all work out. That's all I have for now, so I will go ahead and take you in for some close-ups. I hope you all enjoyed the video and have a great day.